Alright, let's tell the story of my grandfather's camera. So, about 10 years ago, my grandfather was moving out, downsizing into a condo. He came across the camera, this camera. He didn't really remember it. In fact, he saw it, he thought it was junk. He asked me if I wanted it just for like a shelf piece or a desk piece, and I thought, that'd be cool, just have something. He was gonna throw it out anyways, and I thought, still, something cool, older film camera, love it, love how it feels, love how it looks, on a shelf, on a desk, in my hands, whatever. So he gave it to me. Years go by, grandfather passed away. Take a look at this camera, and I'm fixing it up, because I figure, why not try to use it? Why not try to get out there, have fun with it, and just see what I can do with this camera? I opened it up and accidentally realized there's still film inside. Oopsie. And I quickly shut it, not really knowing what to do next. Instead of finishing the roll, I just wound it. I figured, just wind it and we'll get it developed. Brought it into a local Walgreens. They said no problem, just charge it for the ones that are done. I go back about a week later. They sewed all the photos, just one by one in front of me. And I'm looking at all the photos. And I realize it's about 1987, Christmas. And everyone is obviously far younger than they are now. And I realize it's pretty much all my cousins. I'm not in there. I'm looking for myself, and I'm cracking jokes about how my grandfather has a camera and he's taking photos of everybody but me. And the employee is trying to make me feel better. He's saying, well, there's 10 photos, at least 10 photos that didn't go through. I'm sure you're one of those. I'm sure you're one of those. And I just kind of laughed, and I'm like, no. He took photos of everybody else but me. It's okay. And I take it home, and I go and I was able to shoot a roll with it. And it's working. It works great. I love how it feels. I love getting back into film. I haven't shot film in 20 plus years. And I'm still cracking jokes. I'm talking to my parents about it, about how everybody but me, I'm showing off the photos. My grandmother's in the photos, my cousins are in the photos, some uncles and aunts are in the photos, but I'm not in the photos. And all said and done, everyone's kind of feeling bad. They're like, well, trying to tell me like, it's okay. And I kind of laughed, and I'm like, I'm not mad, because ultimately, I may not be in those photos from 1987 Christmas. I have the camera. I have this camera now that I love shooting with. I love going out and feeling like my grandfather's a part of this. Every roll of film I shoot on this camera, every roll of film I take out, I shoot on this Minolta, this old Minolta, this XG SE Minolta, makes me feel like my grandfather's with me. And as stupid, as corny as that sounds, that's how it feels. It feels like I have a part of him with me while I'm doing something I love. I don't care that I'm not in any of those pictures. It's funny to me that this role we get, this could have been anything. But what it showed me was my grandfather loved his family. He really wasn't much of a photographer. But he made sure in the end, knowing how much I love photography, that I wound up with this camera. So, if you want to see how those photos turned out, if you want to see more digital photography, stick around. Like, subscribe, let's grow, let's make this channel bigger.